Hello and welcome to this MGO2PC tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how to FPS limit. I'm also going to show you the advantages of FPS limits, why I do this. So if you've got a really strong CPU, this will be most beneficial for those people with a strong CPU that gets, maybe it jumps from 60 to 40 FPS. Anyway, I'm just going to show you how quickly it takes to turn my camera around, as you can see here. So this is at FPS limit 30. This is to show you that the FPS is tied to, the camera speed is tied to FPS, as you could see there. That's how fast it goes with 30. And I've shown you my camera speeds as well. Anyway, let's go to the next segment of the video where I change my FPS limit. Okay, so as you can see from my FPS at the top left, I've now basically changed it so it's unlimited FPS whilst I'm recording this video. Now, what I'm going to show you here, I'm going to stand in the same spot I was in earlier, and you're going to see that my camera speed has now increased whilst being at the same settings, 7.7 as per earlier in the video. So watch, that is miles faster. So that shows you how much FPS actually impacts the camera speed and how you may have to change the settings there. Now, what I've done personally, I've limited it to 40 FPS because I feel that's the minimum I'm always going to hit with my CPU, so I don't have any FPS ups and downs. So now I'm going to show you how to set an FPS limit, and the way I do it to a specific number, which is via the Nvidia control panel. So you can see I've double clicked Nvidia settings, but you can also right click your desktop and find Nvidia control panel there. Now you want to go to program settings, and you want to find RPCS3, specifically the one used for MGO2PC. If you've got another, make sure it's MGO2PC's one. I'm not sure what difference that makes, but make sure you do find that one, I'd say. Here, this is the add button. As you can see, it shows my applications. You can also browse for it, and you'd find RPCS3 on your desktop. Now, as I already have it here, I'm not going to do that. I think it's fairly straightforward. But here, you should find a setting for max frame limit. Now, here, I'm going to put it as on. And then I'm going to highlight it and then type the number 40. Now I'll just press OK. Then you want to press apply. Once it's done that, you can now close these settings down if you want, and then reopen the emulator. So I'm just going to skip to training just to show you the effect. Okay, so I'm now in training, and we're now with the settings that I'm used to. So just load up here. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly show you that I'm quite used to these settings. I'm not going to go through an entire montage, but it just shows you they're good enough, right? And you can see I'm in full control. It's not quite as fast as 60 turning my camera, but it's, you know, perfect for me. And this is why I had FPS limit, because it has such an impact on your camera that it could actually make you miss a shot when you, let's say you're used to 60 FPS with 4 players, and all of a sudden you've got 12 players in your game and the FPS goes down, then obviously you're going to be aiming slower. So that basically concludes this video, really. I don't think there's much else I have to say on it. Aha, I knew I forgot something. I forgot to mention that you can also CPU limit, FPS limit via the options in the emulator. As you can see in the GPU section, there's an FPS limit, but you don't get specific numbers, and I'm not sure if it's worse than using Nvidia's frame limit instead of that. I like using Nvidia's frame limit, but I'll leave that to user choice. Maybe someone in the comment section can say if one's better than the other. I'm not sure. But yeah, that pretty much covers everything. See you guys next time.